nice.
That never gets old, I wouldn't think.
No, not that one.
Yeah.
Let me just say that I'm sorry about your habit. I didn't know that.
About what? Which is this? Oh, the wine. Yeah. It gets me through the day. You should use a glass like that, by the way.
That was a great bit.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
And I'll just give you one more compliment, and then I'm going to shut up.
Yeah.
You gave a commencement speech at your alma mater.
In 2000, I spoke, at Harvard.
I read it. Mm-hmm. You're very intelligent.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
I really love it.
Thank you. That's nice. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You said that with a little bit of the air of despite what we've all seen all these years. Like any great actor, you can convey so much wordlessly.
I had hoped not to that time.
Well, thank you so much. So much to talk about. You know, we were talking about this today, and, you know, I brought up, I've been a fan of yours for so many years. I think you may have the best voice of any actor on the planet right now. You have a terrific, mellifluous voice. Of course, it's been featured in Shawshank Redemption, March of the Penguins. You know, and I was just thinking about it today. This is something that did you always have that voice? Was it a natural gift?
No, it's not a natural gift at all. I don't think any voice is a natural gift. Someone helps you get it.
Really?
Yeah.
That never occurred. I mean, honestly, never occurred to me that that's something that you worked on. How would you? What was your voice like before you started?
It was high. I had a very thick Southern accent. I was raised in Mississippi, and thank you very much. We need that.
Yeah.
No, when I studied acting 101 at LACC, you know, Los Angeles City College. And I had it turned out that it was a very fine acting, not acting, but voice coach, voice instructor. He gave us voice and diction and voice development. And voice development is where he starts working you down in your register. He says most people talk a bit higher than their normal.
Right here, yeah. I've always, I notice voice just because I've really never liked mine, and so when I hear someone with a terrific voice, I think, how do they do that? How did they get there? How were they able to have that voice?
Why don't you like your voice? It sounds great. And
it sounds very annoying to me. Hiya, folks, how are you? Nice to see you. You know, that's what it sounds like to me. That's my own maybe self-hate coming through, but.
Okay.
Again, you don't have to say anything.
What were we going to talk about if we hadn't talked about voice?
We were going to talk about so many things. First of all, you so revered as an actor. Who are the actors that you really love the most? Who inspires you as a
Every actor who works inspires me. I'm a big thief.
Diction coach was very good. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, thief. Let there be no mistake about it.
Make sure that you understand what I'm saying here. When I was a kid, I lived in the movies. That was where I went. If I wasn't reading a book, I was going to the movies. And every actor that I saw, from Jimmy Wakely all the way to Howard Duff, Victor Mature, I watched with the idea of one of these days I'm going to be able to do that. The only person I can't do that with is James Cagney and Clark Gable. And, well, what they had was this dialogue affinity. You listen to Clark Gable, dialogue comes out of him like that, and it's all clear. I can't do it.
But you say you watch some of these actors, and you say you're a thief. You take something that you like that they're doing, which I think is the same any creative process. I mean,
maybe. You know, but it's just learning how to control yourself, I think. You know, I used to watch Victor Mature movies. I don't know if anybody ever saw, like, The Kiss of Death, Samson and Delilah. Victor Mature had this habit of, I mean, if he was going to show any kind of emotion, he'd just pop his scalp back, you know. He'd be looking at you, and then you would say something that meant something to him, and he'd go,
That's great, though. I think you have to... I think it's true in music as well. Musicians say they listen. The first #1 job to becoming a great songwriter is to listen to everybody, and you consciously or subconsciously, you take what you like. You take what rings true and what you need.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true. They say about writing, if you want to write, you better read.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, it's the same in this business, too. I'm the sum of everybody I watched who inspired me growing up. And some of it's conscious, some of it's unconscious, but I think that's true. But now I'm going to pop my skull back all the time.
Yes, look at it. Okay, we have a skull.
You have to tell me something surprising. You have to give me shocking news right now.
Okay, shocking news.
Yes.
You're good at what you do.
I guess you're not supposed to do it over and over again.
You can if you're trying to make a point.
Vibrate my hair maniacally.